Man, I absolutely love San Diego. Yeah.
So like nowadays, I don't need an office, so I'm kind of like free.
I always get so confused with all the different time zones
That's right. That's what happened.
on you.
Oh gosh, it was so
Right.
amazing.
Welcome to Create the Edge. It's our pleasure in this episode to have Brian Schulman from San Diego, California, and Ai Addison from Philadelphia.
Thank you so much, Joy, for the lovely introduction, and would love to introduce Dr. Ai Addyson-Zhang, who is based out of Philadelphia, but presently is located in Korea. So thank you so much for joining us. She is an educator, an entrepreneur, a founder of Classroom Without Walls. Ai is building a school that envisions a new model of learning. She also coaches education professors to invent and build powerful brands. She has a passion for storytelling via video content. So thank you so much, Ai, for taking the time out of your busy schedule. And we welcome you as one of our guest speakers on our Stay on the Edge series.
Oh, thank you so much for having me as a guest, Yusuf and Joy. Truly honored.
It's our honor. Thank you so much once again. And secondly, we have none other than Brian Schulman. Everyone on social media, especially LinkedIn, you know, he's a household name, absolutely household name. So Brian's been on the internet since it was green screen and chat rooms, and has 19 years of proven digital marketing and e-commerce experience strategizing with IR 500 and Fortune 500 companies and brands across the globe. He is the founder and CEO of Voice Your Vibe and the co-founder of We for She, an undisputed LinkedIn top voice. So thank you so much, Brian, for taking time out from your busy schedule to have this discussion with us here on Create the Edge.
Yes, Joy, Yusuf, thank you so much for having me. It's wonderful to be here with the both of you and my fellow We for She co-founder, Ai.
It's our pleasure. Thank you once again. So we're going to actually go into our new segment, which we've had in the last couple of weeks, which is our rapid fire section. The first question: if you could be a global influencer today, who is still alive, who you're inspired by, who would it be? Ai.
To be that person, right? And
Yep.
and I really love this guy, Vishen. I forgot his last name. He's the
Vishen
founder.
Lakhiani. Vishen
Yes.
Lakhiani. Mind
Yeah,
Valley.
because my calling in life is to reinvent education. I spent half of my life in China, half of my life in the US. I see commonalities among our educational system in different countries. And my calling in life is to reinvent traditional learning. I love how Vision is doing this and how he has created this Mind Valley and how people coming from all over the globe with no graduation, we are forever students and cultivate that global community. I love it.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Brian.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
gosh. Well, I think every human being on this planet is an influencer because we all have a voice and a story that matters that can positively affect another human being on the planet. So that's one thing. But and everyone has a different definition of the word influencer.
Of course.
But in the scheme of what you're talking about, there's so many people that come into my mind that I think about, and I always botch his name, so I can't even get it right. But his brand is No Arms, No Legs.
Nick
He literally has no arms. Thank you. Yes, he's incredible. So incredibly inspiration. And I love what he does. I love how he speaks to kids. I love everything about him, for so many reasons. So, I'm a huge fan, as you know, of positivity and inspiration. I love Gary Vee. There's many that I love, but I think the first would be my initial reactionary decision choice, just because of the impact he makes, of what he's gone through in his life, the choice he made to decide that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it, which is the same with me. That would be definitely my answer. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful choice. Thank you so much for that. And okay, leading on to our next question. What's your favorite movie of all time? Ai.
Oh, favorite movie of all time. And give me a second. Can you let me think? Yeah, can you ask Brian?
Sure, absolutely.
It's fine. You can pass the Pass the button to me. All right, I smashed the button. I mean, I'm a movie buff. I love movies.
Yep, I know that. That's
one of my favorite movies of all time is Goonies. I can literally recite the entire movie, and it, for so many reasons, it's just a love of mine. It takes me back to my childhood, and so many memories with friends, and just in general, I'm a huge fan. So Goonies is definitely at the top of my list.
Awesome. Passing the button back to Ai.
I don't remember the exact name. Is it Groundhog Day? So the movie every day is like the same week.
Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah,
my favorite.
I love that movie.
Like many of us, kind of just like without reinventing, we're just repeating that our life today is the same as our life yesterday and the day before yesterday. That's why I decided to reinvent myself, because when I reached 40 years old, I was like, oh my God, I could almost predict my life in 10 years, in 20 years. That was so scary to me. And then that's how I kind of started my entrepreneurial journey and started to reinvent. So that's my favorite one.
Awesome. That's a lovely movie. Actually, it's one of my favorite movies as well. So awesome stuff.
It's great.
The third question, apart from the country you presently reside in, if you had a choice, where would you like to live?
So I want to go to San Francisco, yes, because right now I'm building my own classroom without Words Academy, and I just left my job. There are so many things. I truly believe we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So I want to intentionally select an environment that is conducive to my creative power, like networking, and just knowing that there are so many people like us trying and working so hard to make our society a better place, to bring people together, to educate our children, for women entrepreneurship, all of those things. So I want to be in that environment. So yeah, and I love traveling. I haven't really stayed in San Francisco for a long time, so love that. And plus I'll be closer to Brian.
Yes,
you'll be in the same time zone, I guess, as well at that time.
That's right, and an hour away in flight or something. So yeah.
There you go. Awesome. Brian, what about you? Where would you like to live?
I wouldn't want to move, because then I'd be farther away from you, Ai. unless I was closer in that direction. But oh my gosh, I always say that wherever my wife is, I will be happy, because if she's happy, I'm happy. And we'll be married for 20 years in July. So I mean, I've traveled around the world, and I mean, not the world, but I've traveled in many different places around the world, and I love new environments and people. I love people, as you guys know. So I mean, I just know that wherever I am, I'm going to meet interesting, exciting, incredible human beings, and build relationships with awesome new people, just like we do every day on LinkedIn. So, I mean, I don't think I have a particular place in mind, but again, I have said to my wife, because she's talked about moving before, once the kids are out of the nest, and I just said, wherever you are, I'm going to be happy as long as we're together. So, it answers your question, but in a different way.
It answers in a beautiful way.
Beautiful way. Thank you so much for that, Brian.